Okay, I cannot remember well, so I wrote a statement. So I'm on behalf of the Asian American Civic Engagement Alliances. So, okay, my name is An Ping. I'm speaking on behalf of Asian American Civic Engagement Alliance. We say no to Bill H3361 loudly and clearly because it is not only total against our Asian American value, but also a distraction from solving the underlying problems. Permanently labeling American with countries of origin of their ancestry provides little relevance beyond the first generation in identify their language needs and cultural background. Therefore, Mr. Chan's bill, if becomes law, offers very ambiguous and ineffective data based on which the state can tailor its language-specific outreach social needs. Even though the bill's initial proposal calls for data to be voluntarily provided by the users, it is important to point out that the public conscience and the fear of a consequence of not feeding in the information. What would happen to us and our families if we opt out the information? Will we be deprived of the opportunities we deserve and the services we are entitled to? So in conclusion, the push for data disaggregation has more negative impacts than the marginal benefits if it might be. We, the people from Asian American Civic Engagement Alliances, are strongly against this discriminative bill. So as an American, I came from China 24 years ago. My kids were born in America, so I don't want them to label my kids. You are from China, or your grandchildren. They say, okay, where your ancestors come from. I don't want them to do that because we are one country, one nation, one American, and one people. Yeah, thanks.
Hi, Anping, thank you very much, for your speech. Let's give him a huge applause. Thank you, thank you. I feel the energy, when everybody gather here and say no to 3361. And in the following, I want to introduce Tricia.
Thank you. I want to thank you. Your name? Hi, Annie. Thank you so much. How are you? Okay. One little suggestion. Every other sign, let's make it face outwardly. Because our message is not only to our people, but to the world, to let them know, to educate them what this is all about. So every other sign facing outwardly. We are getting our message out. Message forward. Message out. Yes. Yes, we are telling the people outside our group. That's right. We need to focus outwardly. Thank you. Now little introduction. I'm sorry for being late. There was some family instance last night. We didn't arrive home until almost 2 a.m. I'm Trisha Liu. I came to America first via Canada 30 years ago. We became U.S. citizens 15 years ago. My 2 children were born in New Jersey. Actually, you know what, interestingly, they were born in the same hospital, in Danville Hospital in New Jersey. And I remember when my son was born, I was seeing actually the same. When I look out to the window, I saw the same barbecue table with anxious fathers or happy fathers over there camping out, waiting for their wives in the hospital. So the experience of having children here in America, it's just so profound to me, and it awakened me with the strong sense that I am American. I am an American. My children are Americans. That's loud and clear. So, there's a statistics I want to share with everyone. Listen to this. Second generation children under 18 years old, they were born in the United States with at least one foreign-born first-generation immigration parent. That's 88%. That's right. 88% of children in America have at least one foreign-born parent with at least one first-generation Americans. 88% of children. So your children is not alone. Your children is as American as the rest of 88%. So that's significant to me. So why we are feeling being singled out or being questioned, are we American, or where are you from, or where are you really from? So I see a lot of children here, and I see a lot of parents here. Go back and tell your children, oh, please walk with your heads up, with a big smile, with the pride you should have. You are the same as 88% of children in America with at least one parent who is the first generation immigrant. So I want to horn it in that 88%. We are not alone. 88% of American children. Okay, today I brought a little souvenir of our house. What's going on? I have a piece of bath towel. There's a name on it. It's from the Disney. It's from a princess. Her name is Irene. My daughter, when she was 4-year-old, 5-year-old, she was asking, hey, how come this year's picture, the Disney picture, they forgot to print my picture? So until 5-year-old, 6-year-old, she regarded herself as one of the princesses. She grew up watching movies with all the characters that she admired, like Snow White, Cinderella, Pocahontas, and she is one of them. She's as American as one of them. And I looked into her eyes. I want to make sure I can answer her that she is American princess, and I will never break her dream that she is an American princess. We all work towards this goal. Either the American prince or the American princess. Yes, we are. Tell your children with the pride So remember the 88%, and secondly, remember they are the same as other children, the same as any other Disney characters. Now, I have some questions for all of you. And these will be yes and no questions. So please answer yes or no loudly and clearly. Okay, Chinese immigrants in 1840, they came to America to build the railroad. They did not just bring hard laborers. They have the tenacity and ingenuity. And they are the people not quitting. They are the people who were tortured with, not physically, tortured with hard labor and days and days and years of hard work. They still had the creativity to build, to achieve this engineering marvel, to build a railroad across the mountains, across the rivers, all the way to California. And they were not slaves. They could have chosen to go back to China to give it up, but they sucked it up. They stayed. That's in 1840. Okay, so 150 years later, people answer me, do we need to further prove ourselves we are Americans? Louder. Louder. Thank you. And then after they built the railroad, I had my further branch relatives. They started to settle in New York City and Texas, in Missouri. My one